Welcome to Tamara Lynette Tales. I'm Tamara, and I spill the tea on your favorite reality stars. First of all, yes, I changed my channel name again. Like many of you, I didn't love Tamara's Silly Tales, and my bestie suggested that I use my middle name, Lynette. Now, I almost never use my middle name, but my mommy and daddy named me Tamara Lynette. So, as a tribute to my mom, who passed away in July of 2019, and my father, who abruptly passed away in July of 2021, I'm going to start using my middle name and call my channel Tamara Lynette Tales as my little way of honoring them and the woman they helped me to grow into. Okay, so let's get into these rumors for season 14. Throughout this season, I've been monitoring the rumors and doing a little poking around myself to see what's been up with this cast after Decision Day. And by the way, don't be alarmed, but in this video, I'm going to call them by their real names. Since I'm producing this video a little differently than my episodes recap, I don't want to confuse folks who aren't familiar and have to answer questions as to why I call so-and-so a particular name. For a few seasons now, us fans have been screaming foul when it comes to many of their matches, and oftentimes what we feel is bad advice dished out by some of these experts. Well, rumor has it that this will be the last season we will see Dr. Pepper, Dr. Viviana, and Pastor Cal together, because one of them will not be returning next season. Which one is rumored to be leaving the cast of experts? Dr. Viviana. Word on the street is that she will not return next season for unknown reasons, but if the reason is released, I'll let you know. It remains to be seen if they replace her with someone else or simply roll with the two experts. They seem to be using the experts less and less each season, so in my mind, why hire a replacement that you're not going to use anyway? So Decision Day was taped sometime around September 25th of 2021, and the reunion special is usually taped around 4-ish months later in Los Angeles. Well, in February of 2022, a fan spotted Katina and Tootie together at the Los Angeles airport, most likely in town to tape the reunion special. The fan who snapped the photo captioned it, "I saw Olajuwon, Katina, and Jasmina at LAX today catching a flight to Boston. Olajuwon and Katina are very much so still together, and Jasmina was not wearing her ring." Given that the rumor is Katina and Tootie stayed together after Decision Day, this photo and caption gave many further confirmation that the rumor is true. And as for Jasmina not wearing her ring, and no mention of seeing her together with Michael, well, there's no surprise there. Some have compared Jasmina and Alyssa, stating that Jasmina is a low-key Alyssa, never into her husband and throwing a little gaslight his way. Well, could it be that birds of a feather flock together? This picture was spotted on one of their Instagram accounts. Looks like they are enjoying their commonalities. About 7 months after Decision Day in April of 2022, the husbands gathered to celebrate Steve's birthday. It appears as though the men of this season get along well and have remained friends. Happy belated birthday, Steve. On the show, Michael's occupation is listed as a personal trainer. As it turns out, Michael is a man with many talents. He's not just a personal trainer. He appears to be the owner of a photo booth rental company that offers a variety of photo booth options for graduations, baby showers, or any type of party for that matter. I'm not mad at this idea. This photo booth looks like it'll add a little bit of fun to most parties. Difficult to know how successful this business is, but I'm sure being on Married at First Sight won't hurt. But wait, there's more. As it turns out, Michael is also a spoken word artist. Yep, that's right. You heard me correctly. Now, it's extremely common for television shows to ask cast members or contestants not to mention their entertainment background because they want viewers to believe that the cast are kind of quote unquote regular people. However, in 2017, he uploaded a video that he calls a poetic short film about a young couple who both have secrets.
Just knee deep in, because if she do, man, that's gonna be my last breath. Cause I was getting more numbers than the math test. Heart is where the home is, and I ain't got an address. And no mad stress. Did I just exchange my queen for a whore? She like herself in the bathroom, now I'm knocking on the door. She ain't answering, now I'm panicking. In the blink of an eye, my love is vanishing. Two bodies pacing, two minds racing. The different languages of love got them lost in translation. The hunger for passion got him eager for temptation.
Looks like a lot of production went into making this video. Now, I'm not trying to say that he auditioned for Married at First Sight because it could help promote his poetry and photo booth business, but I am saying that it doesn't hurt. If you think you're alone and wondering if Steve has a suitcase stuffed with $100 bills stashed in his camping gear, you're not alone. The internet has been buzzing with speculation as to whether or not Steve is a secret millionaire or broke. Honestly, I believe this reflects badly on the show. I don't feel as though they have handled Steve's financial situation correctly. This is poor storytelling. This show is about matching strangers and watching their journey to growing into a real married couple. Not a game show where we're supposed to be guessing which contestant was paired with someone who has money and which one was paired with someone who's busted. Since they have been so vague as to who Steve really is, I don't know if we'll ever know what Steve's plan is to provide for his family, or maybe he's sitting on bags of cash and is set for life. Since it hasn't been made clear, it's all speculation. It seems like forever ago that we were watching in disbelief as Alyssa behaved as though she was taken hostage by this show and Chris. And remember how she claimed that she didn't want to live with any other dog than her own because she's allergic to dogs, even though she seems to spend a lot of her time rescuing dogs. And remember how in almost every episode she would shout, "I'm a good person." Well, it appears as though she has a sense of humor and is able to laugh at calling herself a good person. On the cover of her Instagram account, she describes herself as a dog rescuer / good person. In the meantime, while her episodes were airing, she received a lot of hate and backlash, so much so that she felt compelled to post this message on her social media. Last night, I posted about a wonderful dog adoption we had, an older veteran adopting a senior dog. This morning, I woke up to numerous vicious comments, including one person who commented that they hope I die alone. I've helped save thousands of dogs over the years all over the world. And to the people who think it's okay to invade my personal life in celebratory moments, I am a human being. Words hurt. And at the end of the day, the most frustrating part of it is that I put my blood, sweat, and many tears into saving these dogs. And the people who are trying to tear down my animal rescue efforts are only hurting the animals. Please remember, this is a TV show. They can pick and choose what they show and what they don't. And I have to live with that. Would I do things differently if I could do it over? Absolutely. But trying to undermine efforts to rescue animals in desperate need is just gross. And you should be ashamed of yourselves. I urge you to use the time you are taking out of your day to bully me and to do some charity work instead. For anyone who thinks it's okay to cyberbully strangers online, I'll pray for you and for the animals you are hurting by doing this. So Olajuwon posted this image of an article featuring Shaquille O'Neal in his stories. The headline reads, Shaquille O'Neal sounds off on Cam Newton saying women should learn to cook and let the man take the lead. Olajuwon captioned this, okay, so I said it, now Cam Newton say it, and now the Hall of Famer Shaq. Plus, he added some laughing emojis and circled part of the headline to drive home his point. However, let's take a moment to read a quote from Shaq in that exact article. Times have changed and women are demanding their respect and you must give it to them. This ain't the 60s or 70s. Be quiet, do all this. You've got women buying mansions and not living in them and getting new mansions. You've got women that are doing their own thing. You've got to show them respect. And a true king doesn't have to go to a woman and say, I'm the boss. They should already know, and you should already know. Also, a true king lets his woman lead. Well, looks like the laughing emojis are on you, Olajuwon. Shaq is saying that you need to bring your gondola riding, carafe wine sipping, gazebo walking self to the 2020s, sir. Next time, you may want to read an article before posting it so you won't accidentally put yourself on blast again. So, around the same time as this post, he told Distractify, "When I came into this, I thought I knew what I needed in a marriage. Still, as the process kept going, I put my needs away and I started to get to know my partner and realized that cooking was more a want than a need. As I'm getting to know Katina, I know she has more to offer than just cooking or staying in the kitchen." I'm not sure if stating that you had to get to know your wife in order to see that she has more to offer than cooking and staying in the kitchen should be said out loud. But all I can say is, Katina, I just hope for your sake that you learn to find joy in cooking for your husband. Oh, and lastly, I don't think we'll ever forget how upset he was when he found the dating app on Katina's phone. And he basically said that he removed all traces of Isaac by deleting his Instagram account as well. Well, on his Facebook account, I noticed that he belongs to a Bootylicious Babes group. Now, when I click into the group, there are just photos of various sexy women showing off their big butts. But is this a double standard when it comes to protecting your spouse? Don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with him enjoying looking at pictures of women in thongs or even naked for that matter. But if Katina publicly belonged to a group with half-naked sexy men which focused on a physical feature that Olajuwon doesn't have, would it be okay with him?